Just the other day, I was talking to a friend of mine, and listen, I said to him, like, I want to ask you for feedback. Have a look at my podcast, have a look at my book, have a look at everything that I'm doing, because you're a coach like me. Like, tell me, like, what do you think? And I have to say, the feedback he's given me has really taken me aback. Because he said, listen, you got great stuff, you're helping people, you got this crazy story, you're a survivor, you're real, you're authentic. But one thing that bothers me is that you're using this word happiness all the time. And happiness is just so like airy-fairy, just this abstract thing, and like everyone keeps talking about it. Like you're just gonna get lost in the noise out there. And that just surprised me so much because I don't agree with this at all, in the sense that I don't really feel that everyone, or in fact, many people at all in our culture are talking about happiness. And I don't feel that it's airy-fairy or abstract at all. I think it's only abstract because people keep talking about it like it doesn't even matter. But especially to those of us who've been through the struggle, who know what it's like to suffer. People like you and me. Like, if it isn't to be happy, then what is any of this for? What is life for? Are we meant to just exist? No. No. Emphatically, no. We exist to be happy, to live with joy, despite the struggles, in spite of the suffering that we endured. That's what I believe in. That's me, man. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Joe Bekmutsky. I'm a survivor of rape as a child. I'm a survivor of cancer. I've been through some things that I wish I hadn't, and that had a tremendous impact on my life. It just messed me up in so many ways, and it's taken me decades to be in a place where I feel like, I feel good about life. And so much of it I suffered alone, and so much of it I was in just terrible places with panic attacks and depression and all sorts of horrible things. I was spent a lot of my time in a place where I was toxic relationships, where I couldn't have sex. I couldn't even look myself in the mirror, And now I'm in a place where I feel happy. I feel happy. I feel like I'm just able to just love the time I'm spending with my partner, with my family, with, doing this podcast from powertobehappy.com. I'm a place where I love the fact that I've wrote this book, Finding Hope in Times of Uncertainty, a guide to thriving in a challenging world of today. I love the fact that I can coach people one-on-one and help them to feel happy in their life despite being touched by trauma, right? And that's what I believe in. That's what excites me. That's what's fun for me. And I really believe that happiness isn't some abstract thing that exists out there. And I believe that happiness comes down to everyday life in just these three simple things. That is my definition of happiness. And the first thing that makes us feel happy, it's very specific, and is that sense of belonging. I think while it's true for everyone, we all want to feel that we belong. We all want to feel like we are part of something greater. Don't we? Isn't that what we all want? Like, we want to feel. You want to feel that you're part of something. You're part of a friendship. You're part of this family. You're part of this caring relationship. You're part of that community. You're part of making change. Right? That sense of belonging is crucial, but so much more for those of us who've been touched by trauma, whose flow of experience in life has been interrupted by trauma, right? That's what we want. We want to have that sense of belonging because what that means, and this is what I tell all of my coaching clients, that belonging means that you feel deep inside, on a deep level, you know that you're not alone. You know that you're not alone in your struggles, in the things that you've experienced. Even though your journey is absolutely and 100% unique to you and the person that you are and everything that you have been through. And yet the struggles we share. It's so vital to connect with others. That's why I'm so grateful that you're here on this podcast, that you're checking out new episodes, new content, new ideas on powertobehappy.com. I hope that you're here. I'm here every week for you. And I hope that you're listening to me and listening to other voices and connected with people in your community, online, people who been through things like you have. Maybe it's other survivors. Maybe it's therapists. Maybe it's your friends. And letting them know what you're experiencing. What do you think? What do you feel? What do you believe in? How does your life look like each day? That's what we gotta be able to do. To align our life, to get more of that sense of belonging, that you are part of something greater. That's what makes us feel you belong. That's what I work through with all my clients, to grow that sense of belonging in their daily life. And the more that you do that, the happier you become. I really believe that. The second thing I believe that makes a huge difference in our sense of happiness is that sense of purpose. Purpose. And purpose is the sense of going in the right direction. It's the sense of movement. It's the sense of you're not stuck in one spot, but you have a sense of purpose and drive, a sense of intention in what you do each day. And that might be towards a dream, towards an ambition, towards a goal. Or maybe it's multiple things. Maybe it's being who you want to be on the inside, the person that you want to share out in the world. A great friend, a great spouse, a great member of the community, just a good person. Right? That's what it's about. Maybe you want to be a great author. Maybe you want to be a great gardener. I don't know what you do in life, what inspires you, what you're passionate about, but that sense of purpose and imbuing that sense of purpose in what you're doing each day in simple everyday tasks. That is vital, especially for people like you and me who've been through things, who've been, through trauma. We know what this is like, right? We know what it's like to suffer. That's why we know what it's like to also want the feeling lost, don't know what to do, get pulled in different directions, losing confidence, not having belief in yourself, being made fun of, being excluded, feeling like you're a freak. Oh, I know what that's like. And you know that, my friend. And we deserve to belong, but also to feel that sense of purpose, that sense of attention behind what we're doing, because that's what gives us meaning. That's what gives us that sense of progress in life, that you're moving towards something. You're not stuck in one place, but it's that movement. Purpose is vital. And number 3 is feeling alive. Is feeling alive, not feel like you're just stuck in your mind somewhere and you're working through, but a sense of aliveness, that sense of spirit, of being in the moment, of just being part of this world that we have today. That sense of being alive, that sense of doing things with other people, that sense of connecting, that sense of expressing your true self, whether it's through your work, whether that's through your hobbies, whether that's through sharing your true thoughts and feelings, which take huge courage, by the way. But that's necessary. It is vital. And for people like you and me, it takes a lot of practice, and maybe more practice than perhaps for people who haven't been touched by trauma. You know? For people like you and me, it takes time, doesn't it? Right? Like sometimes it's harder for us to put ourselves in a place where we feel alive. We feel the charge of this aliveness, of being in the moment, of being who you are. That's something I work through in my own life, in my own healing journey, which I share on powertobehappier.com, on the Happy You podcast, in my book, in my coaching work. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm sharing it because that's real to me. I know that's hard. That's what I help all my clients to do, is get that sense of not only aliveness, but also the sense of belonging, to know categorically that you're not alone, to align what you're doing and imbue it with purpose. That's that intention, so that you're focused on things that truly matter to you, not other people. I don't know what other people is important to them. We're all entitled to wanting different things, to caring about different things. But what is real for you? What's real for you? That sense of purpose, it's necessary, it's required. And that sense of aliveness, that's what makes us happy. How do you feel more alive? What helps you to feel that? How do we align our life towards being happy, in the sense, that sense of belonging, that sense of purpose, that sense of aliveness? That's what I do in my coaching program. That's what it's all about. Working with you one-on-one as a clarity coach, because I really believe that everything else is it's tools. It's just tools. Finding that clarity, having confidence to go out and try things. You're nurturing your creativity. That fostering that sense of connectedness with other people and with self. These are all the tools that just support the journey towards happiness. By the way, if you want to find out more about my coaching program, go to powertobehappy.com and click on Clarity First. Or send me an email at joe@powertobehappy.com, which is joe@powertobehappy.com. And I'll tell you more about how you can find out how this program works and whether it's right for you. But most of all, I want you to know you deserve to be happy, my friend. You deserve to trust in yourself. You have that power to be happy. I don't care what anyone else. But other people can laugh at that. But you have that power to be happy in everything that you do. To seek clarity about what makes sense for you every single day. To show up at your best, whatever that means for you, so that you know, not anyone else, but you know that you are enough here deep on the inside. But also to hold on to hope. That when life gets crazy and it gets messed up, as it inevitably does for all of us who are on our own healing journeys, gotta hold on to hope. No matter how crazy things get, things can and do change for the better. Thank you for being here, my friend. Go to Power to Be Happy. Subscribe to this podcast. I'm here for you. I believe in you. I trust in you. And you're never alone. Know this. No matter what happens and how your life has been touched by trauma, trust in you. Trust in yourself. You 100% deserve to be